If you thought we have seen anything yet, no, we haven't, because we're about to experience a crazy ballistic berserk month, which will be July, in my opinion. Why? Treasury Secretary Besson says crypto stablecoin legislation could be finalized by mid-July. Right? It seems like they want to hurry up with this bill, guys, and getting it passed, which will be extremely bullish for cryptos in general. Right? Again, targeting mid-July here. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Now, it's not only cryptos that are going to be bullish, but the stock market and the entire world. We need the external factors to be bullish for cryptos to go crazy. Why? United States and India to announce new trade deal very soon, right? So it seems like they're gearing up for a lot of positive news for the markets, guys. Okay, which is very beautiful because it seems like we're already front running those sorts of news. The S&P 500 closes above 6,200 for the first time in history. For the first time ever, the S&P is now above 6,200, guys. Okay, it just created a new all-time high, which means stocks are rampaging upwards still, which then means we're not at the top yet, right? Then, when stocks do this first, who follows? Right, its little brother, which is cryptos. Look at this. From Zero Hedge, there hasn't been a red July in the past decade. At the S&P 500 monthly returns for the month of July, 10-year average, 2025, well, that's about to be incoming, 24, 23, 2022, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Literally not a singular month was red for the S&P or the stock market during this month of July. So, like, you cannot become more bullish at this point, guys, right? I mean, you should become as bullish as you could get, right? Because, usually history rhymes, if not repeats. If July was all the way green for all these months, what do you think is going to happen this upcoming July that starts after tomorrow? Well, obviously, most likely green, right? And that's all for stocks, which obviously crypto will follow. Then President Trump calls for 1% interest rates or better and says the Fed should be ashamed of themselves, right? So Trump is calling for the Fed to cut rates as heavy as possible and start the money printing, guys. So I guess they pump every asset to the highest degree possible, right? Which will in turn look for Trump, because he is a businessman after all, and he's gonna take credit for the assets pumping. President Trump comments on his July 9th deadline for the 90-day tariff pause. Quote, "I don't think I need to extend it, but I could," end quote, right? So if we do see this, plus there are trade deals incoming, right, with India and certain other nations and countries, well, it just keeps adding on, right, the bullishness. And obviously, it will affect the markets. The chances of a rate cut have September FOMC meeting jumped to 94%. Prepare accordingly. So, since the market knows that these events will happen, will be guaranteed to happen, don't we believe the markets will front run these events? Right? The market is always forward looking, guys, and it surely will. Which then ties to altcoins, because I haven't talked about altcoins in such a while, and I have some explosive news for alt season, guys, because we're starting to see signs emerging on the Bitcoin dominance chart that alt season is literally at our footstep, at our doorstep. Breaking: SEC acknowledges amendment to convert Grayscale Digital large cap fund into an ETF covering Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano. Okay, guess which coins are included? Not only Bitcoin. We got Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano. Those are XRP, Solana, Cardano, or the American coins, supposedly. As not to mention as well, Ethereum, the king of all altcoins, right? So they're getting ready for the money to flood in enormously, guys. And people are saying July 2nd, possibly. Deadline for the SEC to approve this ETF and start trading. Wow. So another one for July, huh? Interesting. Look at this. Crypto ETF summer kicks off with new blockchain powered trade. Guess what? ETF analysts say that they see a 95% chance for the SEC to approve spot ETFs for Litecoin, Solana, and XRP this year, right? But if they want to go crazy, they'll just do it in the month of July, right? With everything else, and it's going to be literally max bullishness. Okay, so basically guaranteed for these ETFs to be approved. Wow. Then we got 27% of Koreans aged 20 to 50 hold crypto, 70% plan to buy more. Crypto now makes up 14% of their assets, led by retirement goals and economic pressure. So that's why now we understand, right? Everyone wants in, guys. And guess which assets or coin they'll go to? Bitcoin won't even give you as much return, as much of an ROI as XRP or an altcoin, right? So let's talk about alt season and what's going on from Crypto Insight UK. Is XRP about to lead alt season? Bitcoin 1 hour pushing this morning, supported by volume, pushing to 114k to take the liquidity above us is the question, right? Then I think we are here, meaning we are here. So we are basically here, guys. Okay. If we get the push into this liquidity on the short term, it will take us into the dense liquidity on the daily and probably start all season box over here, guys. XRP moved from 55 cents to $3 during this move, right? So if this move reoccurs, does that mean XRP is going to $10, right? So things are looking spectacular. Let's talk about it. What's happening with the Bitcoin dominance chart? Okay, so on the 12-hourly, daily, 2-day, 3-day, 4-day, and 5-day, I'm seeing divergences either trigger, confirmed, or forming as we speak. Not to mention on the weekly as well. I told you guys, when we see a red candle like this, that's the start of it, right? And also we'll start rallying hard, and we're starting to see the early signs emerge as we speak, right? That's why alts kind of exploded today. So things are looking amazing, guys. Now, the monthly close just happened on all assets. Will XRP repeat history? Monthly chart mirrors 2017 6-tap breakout. Backtest 30 cents to $3. Right? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breakout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breakout. Right? Double digits minimum. So things aren't looking too bad here. And Bitcoin makes history with its highest monthly close of all time as well. So it's looking fairly bullish, guys, and quarterly close as well, right? The S&P is making new all-time highs. Bitcoin's making history as well. It's getting there. The last remaining piece of the puzzle is altcoins. Well, alt season loading. Alt season percentage of assets, excluding stablecoins, outperforming Bitcoin over a rolling 90-day period. Look at this. So we are at oversold territories, guys. Okay, oversold territories right here. Every time we see this pump, alts are outperforming Bitcoin, guys. Okay, and remember, where are we at right now? Look, exactly, which means this is the time to buy altcoins, right? Because this thing is at least minimum gonna pump to here, right? Minimum. It's been getting less and less throughout time. That's minimum. It could even go back there depending how high or how bullish alt season is, right? So we're at that stage, folks. Alt season is coming. We will all get rich. Are you prepared? It's the same range that's happening with altcoin market cap. Sideways, and it just explodes, Then, talking about Ethereum, results plus 33% in Q2 so far. So with Ethereum quarterly returns, what can we see and what can we figure out? For Q3, 2016, green, red, green, 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 red, red, green. Is it going to be red or green? Right, I'm going to bet green here, right? Since we already seen Q2 being bullish, Q3 is probably going to have a domino effect. Then, on the flip side, a bullish divergence on the total three, which are the S coins and meme coins, versus Bitcoin chart, implying that the altcoin market are going to go up in the coming period, right? And this is on the daily, guys. A bullish divergence has been formed from here to here, right? Price has been going lower, and I guess the indicators are making higher highs, right, or higher lows instead of lower lows. Then others dominance currently testing a 10-year support line, probably nothing. Don't you guys see how we're gonna pump, right? Because on this chart, this is others, guys, okay, excluding the top 10 of coins, so it includes every other coin. 1, 2, 3. Look at this, right? Literally a line that's been holding at its S support since 2014, and we're on it right now. It's most likely going to hold the altcoins as support to go higher, right? The long wait will soon be over. This is the altcoin market cap. It's some type of Wyckoff accumulation schematic, guys, and we're on support right now, which means we're going to resume continuation to the upside. This is for altcoins in general, okay? So things are looking amazingly well, in my opinion, and let it begin, right? I wonder how July will be. I'm thinking most definitely explosive. Not financial advice, but it was so face, see ya.